Hey, what's up guys? Today, we're gonna be taking a look at the God Guardian Gawain from SNAA Knights to Round Table. So, let's get started. So, here is the kit right here, and if you are not familiar with the kit right here, so this is actually the recolor of the original Gawain, and if you're asking for the differences, is that the gray colors in the kit was supposed to be, I think it's sky blue or blue, and these gold colors right here was actually, I think it's a yellow orange, and the beam effect parts in its weapons and its wings right here, I think it is in a greenish blue, but now it is in a ice blue. So yeah, that's it for the differences. I could not tell you, I could not show you actually because I don't have the original kit itself, because the original kit is now really hard to find compared to the recolored one, which is mind-boggling in my opinion, because that is not going to happen for example, for a Bandai kit. So yeah, enough with that, and let's check the box art. And here's at the front, here's in this side at the bottom, this side right here at the top, and this side right here, and here's the illustrations at the back. So yep, this is your typical SNAA kit that is really unique in my opinion, because this is not your typical box that you open like that. So yep, you open this in this side right here, and just open this thing up, and it's sometimes really hard to pull off. I think it is intentional to feel premium, I guess. So yep, here it is. Yep, let's check what's inside the box. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yep, the kit consisted of 7 runners. And here is also the water slide decals and its instruction manuals right here. This is your typical SNAA manual that is similar to a real grade, that is a booklet type, which is really nice because this thing right here does not occupy a lot of space compared to your really big paper. So yep, I think that's it for the unboxing, and yep, let's check out the runners. So here are the runners. The kit consisted of 13 runners, and as you can see, there's everything, and also here's the water slide decals. And yeah, I'll be back after building the kit. So here is the kit right here, fully finished with a little bit of panel line and water slide decals added. And let's start things off with its articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, but can only move down this far and look up this far. The shoulder can rotate. It got also some movement like this, but because of this thing right here, it is way too short, so it might pop off sometimes, so be careful about that. So it can move up this far for the arms and the shoulders. There's a bit of a movement on the shoulder here and there. There's a rotation at the arm, a double jointed elbow, and ball jointed wrist. As for the ab crunch, there is a bit of an ab crunch like this, and can move at the back like this. There is some side to side like that, and full rotation without any hindrance whatsoever. And as for the front side, there is this thing, it can flap no problem. And as for the back skirt, like this, and this is on a ball joint. And next up is there's a up and down movement for the legs like this, so it can drop down, and it is pretty much, there's a bit of a hindrance because of this part right here, but if you move it down like that, no problem whatsoever. It is amazingly pretty high. And so if you move it like this, it can do an amazing side splits like this. It is it is amazingly ridiculous. So yep, and can move this far at the front and move this far at the back, so pretty amazing in terms of leg articulation. And next up, sorry about this, but yeah, sometimes they pop up, but not it's just if you move them way too much. So yeah, and also there's a thigh rotation right here, a double jointed knee rotation. There's a ball joint at the feet, but can only do a bit of a pivot. I think it could not classify this as pivot at all in this part right here, but in the this thing right here could move, so guess that's okay. And also at the back, this part right here, there's a small movement and can move this far and this far at the back, and also it can tiptoe a bit. So yeah, it got a decent articulation overall, and yeah, this is also the one of the smallest of all the SNA kits, which is it had a similar build to their first release. So yeah, there it is compared to the recent releases like the Lancelot and the Iron Sickle. It is quite smaller build. Maybe I'll just get them for size comparison. So I'm back, and here it is compared to the Giant Axe and the Iron Sickle. So as you can see, the future releases from this series is completely in a different type of style, which is far. I mean, there's a bit of similarities to the original Grays, but most of it are just unique to themselves, which is really nice, in my opinion. So, yep, I think that's it for everything, and I think I'll talk about the accessories. So here's the accessories of the kit, and let's start things off with this pair of fists, pair of open hands, and a pair of peace sign hands. And next up is the shield. The shield is a pretty simple shield with some attachment here and there, and the only movement is this thing right here. So yep, pretty simple. And next up is the highlight. Its main unit. This I think it looks similar to the Calibarn, which is this, but this is kind of a rifle and a sword combined, but this had some gimmicks, like this can fold like this to make it shorter, and this thing right here can separate to be a short sword. So yep, pretty neat like that. And next up is the backpack itself, and as you can see, all of the kits from this series from SNAA, the Knights of the Round Table, had the same backpack attachment, which is this rectangular shape right here. So all of them are compatible to each other. So, and also it comes with this beautiful blue effect parts, which is really simple to attach. Just put this thing like this, and this part right here, just put it like this. So yep, this is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like attached into the kit, like that. For the final thoughts, should you get this kit? Absolutely yes. It is a highly recommendable kit, but if you have the original Gawain, I think it is, you could skip this kit right here. There's nothing much to see other than a different color of some parts here and there, like this for example. It's supposed to be I think that was turquoise. So yeah, it is pretty much same kit as the first one. So yeah, but if you have not, I think it is really a worth checking out kit. But there's a bit of some problems. For example, he could not hold this weapon straight up, because I think the aside from the weapon is way too heavy, I think the shoulder connection is way too short, which is already fixed in the future kits from the series. They had a longer, these parts are longer in the future releases. So yeah, I think for fixing that is just gonna tighten it, like putting some super glue here and there. So it's not much big of a deal. And also the plastic quality is amazing, but it is the your typical China plastic, which over time they might be a bit loose, but it's just your normal plastic through and through. It is an amazing for a third party kit, is all I can say. And the details is really amazing. I am a fan. I think I prefer this color compared to the original. And also I think for some reason this is actually the recolor, which supposed to be a something of a P Bandai, but for some reason the original color was actually the hardest one to find right now. So maybe in the future this will be also be the one that should be the hardest to find. But for now, as the time of this recording, this was the most abundant supply. So yeah, I think you should get one for yourself if you are, especially if you are burnt out from typical Bandai kits or Gundam kits, and you wanted to try something for new for yourself. Then I highly recommend this series right here, because all of them are compatible to each other, especially the backpack, so you can interchange everything, and it is really a collectibles meant to be you collect all of them, because there, I think there's about future 12 this kit was supposed to have a 12 units, and I think there's another one about to release. I forgot the name, but I think that's a sword, the sword guy. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it, long story short, just it is a highly recommendable kit, and if I love this, and you will like this too. I promise you, this is a kit that is worth your time and money. So I think that's it for the review. Thank you so much for watching. I've been out for quite a while now, because it's been raining for quite some time in my country, and there's a bit of I mean, long story short, life took over. So yeah, enough of that, and thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share or not, but please subscribe to the channel, it would really help, and see you all in the next video, guys. Peace out. Ciao.